guys, it's MaJeliv. So today we're going to be watching Tenet, at least. Is this early access or is it actual release date? I think this is early access.
Yeah.
But we're going to watch it first time in the movies before all this quarantine. This is going to be the first time we actually go to a movie theater. Obviously we're going to have masks on and there's whole procedures of social distancing and stuff, but
hopefully.
I'm very interested to see how this is going to go. Yay.
Yeah, how do you feel about the procedures, Mom?
I don't know. I mean, online it seemed like they distanced everybody. We'll see. Right. We have a lot of hand sanitizer. We have our masks on. We're gonna be very cautious. So.
Right.
Good
and
luck
we haven't
to
been
us.
to the movies since.
We haven't. It's been what? February?
Yeah.
Yes.
Since February.
Last time we were in theaters, I think
7 months.
Sonic.
What movie was it?
Sonic, I think.
Was it Sonic?
Sonic, yeah.
I don't remember. Oh, we got me.
Can't even remember. So the theaters are supposed to be less than 40% capacity. As much as we're excited about Tenet, we're also very vigilant about the procedures this theater is taking so that people are safe.
Right.
This will be a day to assess, are they really doing a good job? So we'll find out. We'll find out.
What makes this movie an exception and what makes it so exciting?
When you watch the featurette on how they made this movie and you see that Christopher Nolan, it's okay, mosquitoes are rampant right now. We've got to keep rolling here, but when you see that cinematographer is holding that big IMAX box over his shoulder and you know that Christopher Nolan honors the art of cinema and he clearly intends that this film be seen on a big screen. As much as we're grateful for our projector, it's not IMAX. So to experience the film to its full extent,
the way it was meant to be
it was meant to be seen before you guys get back to school and life gets really busy, we really want to give this a shot. And because the theater we're going to does have things in place that, at least on paper and theory, sound promising to keep us safe, we're gonna take a stroll down a calculated risk here. So we're hoping for the best. That's for sure.
Are you excited? What are you most excited to see in this film?
I'm excited to see the performance of the actors. I'm also very excited to see the choreographies of the backwards stuff and how they do all of that. I want to see what the story is. You know, it looks very confusing right now. All we know is that things go backwards and that a possible war is coming.
World War.
World War. But we know A and we know C, we just need to know B. So yeah, I'm excited, man. But like I said, like my dad said, we have to be vigilant, obviously because of the times. But I'm really excited to see Tenet, guys. Chris Nolan, man. Chris Nolan.
This will be our second movie that we see in theaters of Chris Nolan. The last one we saw in theaters was Interstellar, which that one was
in IMAX too, right?
Yeah, IMAX, I think. Pretty sure. But yes, I'm really excited to see how this is gonna go.
Hold on. There we go.
So I'm really intrigued to see like the backwards, like going backwards and stuff, like
Inversion.
Can you put
the
that
inversion.
Can you put that shake thing on the window?
Oh yeah.
Okay, trust me. Hold to Justin. There we go.
So I'm really excited to see the inversion and stuff of people going backwards, and I know all of it was like they were trained to look like they were going backwards. It's not all visual effects and stuff, like, you know, all in post-production.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see how that turns out, and also just more about the story. I mean, it's pretty simple where they're trying to, still don't get the whole going back in time thing, like how that happened in the first place, which I'm pretty sure we'll find out in this movie. So I'm really excited about all of that. So I don't know, I'm going in open-minded because you're not really supposed to expect anything in a Christopher Nolan film, because it always takes these cool turns, like unexpected turns. So I don't know what to expect at all. So I'm not expecting anything.
Can you say, what about you, Mom?
So what about you, Mom?
About the movie?
Yes.
So Matthew's been generous enough to train me on how to watch a Christopher Nolan movie. So I'm gonna try to do that. So usually when I see something visually that's kind of out of this world, shocking, I start to like think about how the heck did they do that, and I start to kind of take my focus away from the story and the film itself. the storyline, so I get kind of confused. I don't know if that happens to other people or if it's just me. But this time, I'm going to try to not let that distract me and just kind of follow the storyline and listen to the conversations and really pay attention to that. We watched a special on how Christopher Nolan made the actors kind of get training on how to look like they're going backwards, like Jemmy said, so that might help alleviate that, but I'm gonna watch it like it's meant to be watched. I think Matthew's training will help me, but I think it's exciting. I very much admire, after seeing different things Christopher Nolan's been working on, I've gained a new appreciation for him. So because this is his film, I want to go see it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, can you get me? All right. Well, I guess we're not. Okay. So everything they say, I second everything they say, and I'm really excited to see the performances from, you know, John David Washington and Robert Pattinson. I feel like this is beginning like the next 3 consecutive movies with Robert Pattinson, because there's like Tenet and then The Devil All the Time, and then is it Batman?
Boys.
Yeah.
Batman.
So it's exciting. And Christopher Nolan always throws the craziest curveballs. And Michael Caine, I think, is in this one too, as he always is. So I'm super excited, and we can't wait to give our thoughts after. Obviously, staying safe. We've barely been getting out of the house. So like my dad said, taking a calculated risk for this one. You know, especially because like us not going to the movies says a lot. We usually always go to the movies, and it's been months. So to be back in a movie theater will be kind of weird, honestly. And for it to be IMAX is actually kind of dope. So super excited. And we're gonna go ahead and head into the theater, and then we will give our thoughts to you after we watch Tenet in IMAX. So pretty excited.
Oh wow. Okay.
Where do you begin?
Well, besides the genius of Christopher Nolan making movies that break barriers and show you things that you've never seen before, and he's done it again. But this, more than anything ever, I've never ever seen anything like this. I think I suffered what you were worried about, which is certain moments of the movie, I was too caught up with how the heck did they do that? And I lost traction of the story. I lost traction of what was going on with the characters, because there's so much going on. I feel like my cinema IQ has gone up by 100. I also feel like I don't know anything about movies at the same time. My brain is hurting in the best way. It feels like a workout that hurts so good, you know? A creative workout that hurts so good.
What about
That's
you,
how I would
Mom,
sum
as
it up.
someone who's been confused by the movies in the past?
Well, this one was less confusing. I just think because there's so much there, you have to see it multiple times. You just have to. My mind was also blown with how to me, like, Christopher Nolan is like the best director I have ever watched a film for. And it was so great to be back. I have missed the movies so badly.
I mean, the procedures were pretty great. I mean,
yeah, it's a new way of life, I think, for now.
Theater was a ghost town. I will say the lady, there was a bit of a moment there was a lady right next to my seat, and I was looking at her, and we were like, okay, you're not supposed to be this close. And even she was like, let me check my ticket. She checked her husband's ticket, and yeah, sure enough, they had to be further down. So that, again, this whole world is just bizarre and awkward, and that was an awkward. And if I would have felt more comfortable, I would have been like, ma'am, I think check your ticket, but I haven't been in that situation before. So there was that, but there's The seats were very clean. You had some towels or something. We wiped the seats
well, at the
down.
entrance of the actual theater of what we sat in, they had a bottle of like those wipes. So I took a few, like 4 of them, and just wiped down our chairs again. I'm sure they cleaned them, but for safety.
Yeah. Okay. And now, what makes this one different for you, Jem, compared to the other?
Well, this one's more. It was just very. I mean, mind-blowing. That's the word for it, honestly. Like, they broke so many boundaries, and just the stunts and the choreography, like, I don't think a lot of it was visual effects. Like, a lot of it was real. And
It was.
yeah, it was pretty much real all the time. But it's really great. I mean, the acting was obviously amazing. The cast was out of control. But it's so cool because you're so into the movie. Some of the characters don't even have names. Like, the main character is called the protagonist. Like, he doesn't even have a name. I think the only person who has a name is Robert Pattinson's character, and probably some other people. But the main people,
It's because it doesn't matter. It's because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's the truth. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just.
I'm still processing.
It's mind-boggling.
It's so good.
We're also not used to the sound of the theater. You know, we haven't been there in a while.
But it felt so good.
Feeling that again was great.
Yeah. It's just there's so many questions. Like, you feel like you probably you feel like you've been answered, but you're not sure because they didn't really say anything. So it's really cool. And the awesome part about Christopher Nolan's films is that you cannot watch this just once. You have to watch it probably more than twice.
I mean, if you want to.
If you want to.
Like my mom said, it was an IMAX, and sometimes you couldn't really hear
Yeah.
what they were saying, so that made it a little bit harder. But man, it was just beautiful. The shots were
Visually.
beautiful, man. It was. It's gonna take a while to process this.
I'm still kind of shocked.
The mental processing is like the mental processing that has to happen with an individual is extremely high.
I had to
and I'll be
connect with
honest,
my
like,
brother's mind.
yeah, like
sometimes.
I had to. The beginning was a little
Because, yeah.
confusing because it's nonstop. But like any great movie, like great movies, you know, stories are constantly unfolding, and it's okay to have questions and for there not to be an answer yet. So,
But they do get answered if you listen.
right.
So-
but in terms of this movie, obviously, the direction with music this time around, I think, was genius. I love Hans Zimmer, but the sound of Ludwig Göransson's score and adding the sounds of Travis Scott's like production and all that, like that was genius. I think it fits so well. Oh man, it's like, you know that feeling when you can like put in your phone charger into the wall like first try, like that satisfactory like feeling of doing that, and you see the way that the story comes together. It's such an amazing feeling. Like everything builds up on top of the other.
Would you recommend that people need to see this in a movie theater, or is it something they can wait for and watch at home?
You should definitely watch it.
Theater, movie theater. I think you'd be robbing yourself. I think you can watch it at home. We will definitely watch it at home.
Again.
For the
yes.
experience, I mean, the music put us there. Like, we felt the time ticking. We felt the time moving forward, backwards. So, yeah, I mean, to take in this movie to what it was meant to be, I mean, you know, I mean, like truly a masterpiece of a puzzle. Like a puzzle, an experience, man.
All right.
But yes,
Guys.
we can continue. You guys need to watch this movie. This movie is out of this world.
And if you have, let us know what you thought. I mean,
Yes.
don't spoil anything down in the comments.
I mean, I don't even know how people are going to be able to put it into words in the comments.
Yeah,
'cause
it's hard to spoil this movie because, again, like we're saying, you have to watch it multiple times to really figure some stuff out. But if you figure stuff out, wait a bit. Don't give it all away.
Yeah, but
Let
yes,
people
everybody,
catch up.
thank you for joining us today as we went to go watch Tenet. And again, if you guys liked what you saw today, like, comment, subscribe down below, hit the notification bell to get more videos coming your way. And yes, go out there, watch Tenet. Obviously, be safe. And
Yes,
and
please.
if you're gonna go watch it in theaters, be safe and find a theater that's taking the right precautions. AMC did really well, and we really hope. You know, we have high faith. We actually saw a teaser for Dune. That's supposed to the trailer for that's coming out soon. So stay tuned for that.
Official,
and,
yeah.
And they announced that Black Widow, they are going to try to take it into theaters November 6th. I think.
Yep.
So
Very exciting.
So the world's slowly trying to make everything work in terms of Hollywood and movies. So that's exciting. And with that, go out there, spread your light.
And we'll see you guys next time.